For this video review, we're going to take a look at the first version of G.I. Joe Classified Series Commando Snake Eyes. Now, this figure set became popular because of the Timber action figure, and somehow the Timber action figure was supposed to be a sidekick to Snake Eyes, but it became the star of the show, leaving the Snake Eyes action figure to be less desirable. This is an action figure that I got from Retro Madness, as is. No weapons, just the action figure with the knife sheath and the pistol holster. So first, let us do a quick 360 view of the base figure. So my first intention with this action figure when I bought it loose at Retro Madness was to take this figure apart and make use of the parts and the accessories with a G.I. Joe Classified Series Future Kit Bash build video. But taking a closer examination on the action figure, well, of course, actually it is a reuse of different G.I. Joe Classified Series action figures, just with a different head. But when you take a closer examination on the action figure, this Commando Snake Eyes makes sense. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the action figure. So the details of and the proportion of the head to the body and the arms. Okay. So compared to other G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes action figures, this head is not way too small or way too big. Actually, it's just right. But with regards to proportion of the head to the rest of the body, this looks like a helmeted head compared to the other G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, that it compared to the proportion of the head to the body, it is a small head, so leaving that head more like a masked head with a visor. Okay, so let's take a look at the vest of this action figure. So possibly a variant of the load-bearing vest, possibly a spear, which is generally issued to special forces, or more issued to special forces, compared to the LBV, which is issued to your grunt. Okay, so just judging from the orientation of the SMG pouches or the PCC pouches, wherein that is a vertical position compared to your more standard horizontal position for ammunition pouches. Okay, so up front we have 4 more additional pockets to hold on to equipment. We don't have any equipment or pockets or pouches on the back. This area is very clean, which in reality that is how you want to set your load-bearing vest or ammunition carrying equipment, because you don't want anything on this side, because if you're going to ride inside the vehicle, it is going to be very uncomfortable if you have additional pouches on this section, or especially on your back or on your waistline. So we have a additional attachment on the vest. Well, it's just attached to it or molded to it, but in reality that is a separate piece. It's a pistol belt with a very big pouch. So instead of a pouch that is attached to the back of the vest on this section, more like a backpack, this is the orientation is more on this right side. Possibly this holds your medical equipment, tourniquets, bandages, etc. But if I were given the free design of this action figure, this pouch or this belt is going to be positioned on this side, because you have the pistol drawing side on your right. So somehow that is going to interfere with your drawing of your secondary weapon. But in this case, the holster is way too down the thigh, so I don't think that is going to hinder the draw of the sidearm. Okay, so on this side we have the knife sheath, and judging from the look of the uniform that was used with this Commando Snake Eyes action figure, that looks like a Commando sweater, which is generally issued to UK Special Forces. So with the pants, we have knee guards, so that is a great addition, and we have shin guards. So we don't have any thread on the boots, but with generally with the pant area, this is just what you need: knee pads, a mast, and shin guards. Okay, so with regards to the color of the action figure, is this more matte black or a mixture of shiny and matte black? This is a matte black action figure, so only 5% on this action figure is shiny, just on the shin guards, on the knee pads, and on the goggles, but the rest, it is matte black, which is actually just right. Okay, so with regards to G.I. Joe Classified Series articulation points, well, it is standard G.I. Joe Classified Series articulation points. So this area on the body is going to be hindered because of the vest, but actually the ball on the waistline compensates for the lack of articulation on the diaphragm area. So still is a nicely articulating action figure. Okay, so time to rearm this G.I. Joe Classified Series Commando Snake Eyes. So we have items on that table. So let's start with the knife. So this is a knife that comes from your G.I. Joe Classified Series Crimson Guard. So from this distance, that end looks like a bottle opener, but up close, that is a snake head. But for me personally, that is a bottle opener. Okay, so this is a perfect knife that actually fits on the knife sheath that is on this action figure. Okay, next item is going to be the SMG. So this is now a personal variant that I made out of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Sergeant Stalker SMG. So I cut off the end on this section, placed a suppressor, and changed the magazine. So this magazine comes from the Baroness MP5. So this looks more like an SD5 right now. Okay, so we have the knife, we have the SMG covered. Now the sidearm, it's going to come from G.I. Joe Classified Series Recondo. So this looks like a SIG P320, the subcompact. And on the barrel end, we have an opening that attaches a Baroness sound suppressor. So just perfect. So we have G.I. Joe Classified Series first variant of Commando Snake Eyes refitted with the tools that he needs for special operations. So if I were given a choice for a action figure from G.I. Joe Classified Series that I want to be reissued, it's going to be this action figure without the timber sidekick. Just this specific action figure, and I would possibly buy 3 or 4 more of these to army build. So If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.